Okay, well, apparently we're live on my channel. Maybe we're talking to either. Maybe we're talking to somebody. Maybe we're talking to no one. Who knows? But I
You're
got,
talking to me, one way or the other.
well, yeah, I got my friend Mary here for at least a little while. If y'all don't know, if you can't tell by the title, I'm Jeff the Iron Wolf. This is my girl, Mary Mayhem. Mary?
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
so happy it's your birthday. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, today I have completed my 39th orbit around the sun.
I didn't know that you were older than me.
1982.
Wow. Well, you look great, man. Congrats.
Hey, I got some gray coming in here.
That's awesome. Well, I can't tell, actually.
Well,
Really can't tell.
as Indy said, it ain't the years, it's the mileage.
Let's scoot myself over a little bit here so I'm actually visible. Ah!
Well, first things first, Mary, we do have to have a moment of silence because it was a year ago I did a live stream for our missing man, Mr. Brandon Moist.
Oh, was that really a year ago?
Yeah, it was a year ago today.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, that's for Brandon Moist. I actually went to God, I went to his funeral. Oh my God, what was it, like 7-8 months ago now? Jeez, doesn't even feel that long ago. But yeah, I went to his funeral and people were absolutely stunned that he did stuff online. And
Yeah.
we love to say, "May the moist be with you."
Gosh, man, time sort of flies sometimes, and you don't really realize until you sort of look up and look around. Of course, I don't know if you knew JJ. We just lost him.
Yeah, I hadn't really actually had a chance to live stream, but I knew who he was, and I'm just like, wow, we're just losing people now.
Yeah, we lost Mox. We lost Anna's sister. And I'm sure there are, other instances that, because I can't be in every part of it.
Eagle just lost her uncle. She might toddle on here in a bit.
It's always rough around the holidays too, because that's that time of that sense of family and community that everybody tends to feel more potently around this time of year, and to lose someone in the middle of that is just really rough. It's really rough. Give me 2 seconds, Jeff. I'm going to go turn off this fan that I left running in the other room like a jackal.
No problem. All right, to anybody who's on my channel, we are going to be doing just some pop culture, celebrating my birthday.
I could hear it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's got to be leaving like this massive background noise in the background of your stream," and I felt really bad.
I can't even hear it. That's the funny part.
Well, I could hear it. It's driving me freaking nuts. Jeff, world class bullshitters. Jeff would have skinned me alive. Well, that's not true. He's a very sweet man, but he still would have said something.
Yep.
So I've got you pulled up here for your birthday stream. Let me leave a like on this and tweet you out.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see here. Actually, I was going to reach out to Jeff, but then I was like, damn it, how do I get this live stream onto my cell phone? Onto my cell phone to send him a text. I'm doing it on my computer. Crap.
Oh, wait, what were you trying to do?
Hey! I was going to ask Jeff Hicks to show up. Hey, he's at work. Working
on the Subway Ninja.
Oh, wow, Rook. That's amazing. How do you get it to work on your cell phone like that? I can never get that to work.
I clicked the link, and then I went to the thing, and I pressed the buttons, and I'm here.
Yeah, you can actually bring it up if you have a web browser on your phone. You bring it up that way, and you do it like you're on your computer. You just do it on your phone on your web browser.
Pretty much with mine, it'll link whatever browser that I'm on with my phone, and then it'll just bring me right into it.
How you doing, Rookie? It's been way too long.
Oh, you muted.
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I'm turning it off just because don't know if customers will walk in any second, so just keeping that right there. Yeah, no, it's going good, man. Going good. Going very good. How you doing, Papa Wolf?
Papa Wolf's getting old. I mean, Indy says it ain't the years, it's the mileage, but man, them years rack up real quick.
Oh, yeah. Big times. What are you guys talking about?
We were just doing a little bit of remembrance for Brandon Moist.
Oh, yes.
It was a year ago today that I did his memorial live stream.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Hard to believe.
Good man.
Hard to believe it's been a year already, and he was taken way too soon. Came to find out, oh my God, how young he was.
Yeah.
He was 26 when he died.
Yeah, insane. He's my age.
I mean, he was young.
It's kind of a dose of reality, sometimes that you get when you look around you. JJ wasn't exactly old either.
Yeah. And then I actually had a high school buddy of mine play football with him. He died about 2 weeks ago. His name was Tony Berry. If there was ever an instance, I'm not taking my glasses off, so all I see is my reflection. It's bugging me. But no, if there was ever an instance of a guy who was an angel in the flesh, it was Tony Berry. This guy couldn't have been any nicer if he tried.
Yeah, it's sad to see people go too early.
Yeah, and it was sad too because a couple of years ago he actually was working construction, fell off a construction site 30 feet and broke his back and ended up in a wheelchair. And
damn,
then he was still so upbeat. It was like, dude, how do you do it?
I hear you. Sometimes the people that suffer the most try to make sure everybody else is having a good time. I think it's a Robin Williams quote.
Yep. But no, we're actually going to probably talk to a couple of things about here since I got you both here. First off,
real quick, hold on. Is it say a Remembrance Day or your birthday? I'm getting confused.
Oh, it is my birthday. I actually did Brandon Moy's memorial stream.
Okay, happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, 39. Yeah. But no,
I gotcha.
Rookie, I want to get your thoughts on the Cowboy Bebop Netflix being canceled after 3 weeks on one season.
I'm surprised it works like that. Don't they plan way ahead and dig themselves into a grave and then they leave after a while?
That's been the general approach is for a lot of these shows. They'll kick them out and then they'll already have a second season ready to go, planned and on the move. But they didn't with this one, and that is surprising, a good surprise in my opinion, because it takes things back to that merit-based system, which you really should always function on. Otherwise, you're just throwing money into the wind, right?
Yeah, and I have to say, this show was terrible.
I didn't watch it.
I saw parts of it. I saw the opening fight sequence, and it was just so bad. And it's there's just certain things that are in animation you just can't translate to real life. It just don't work.
Yeah, sure. That's where I feel the premise of making any live action anime kind of falls flat. I'm like, you're just gonna make it worse in general. Just even if you could make it the characters just as good, I still feel like it won't have the same impact. It'll just be it's just okay, he's flying around and okay, I don't know, it translates differently.
I mean, the funniest part is you can take live action to animation and do fun stuff with it.
I agree. I feel like doing the opposite is kind of odd. Imagine if they made a Pokemon. I think they did make one, didn't they? Oh God, how was that one?
Live action Pokemon was
the live action
good.
Yeah, well, I think again that it focused more on the human aspect of it,
the character-driven stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pikachu. Well, I don't want to drive any.
Wasn't it his dad or something?
Oh, Rook! No, you ruined everything. You're spoiling it. No, it's been out for years now.
But Ryan Reynolds, just with his voice, carried that movie, and he did a phenomenal job.
He's a really wonderful character actor when he puts his mind, or at least in terms of the voice acting. I don't know if you've seen The Croods. Have you seen The Croods?
Oh yeah.
Ricky, you know what I'm talking about. He's wonderful in those. He's so wonderful in those. He's really a wonderful.
Does he voice the teenage kid or something?
Yes, he voices Guy is the name of the character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But when it comes to Ryan Reynolds, he's just one of those phenomenal actors, and the thing is, you never feel like for some of his characters, it does feel like just Ryan Reynolds playing a character, but other times it feels like he's an actual character.
So I've noticed a thing that happens. Then this may just be me, and you can correct me if it's not how it works for you. But for me, I've noticed that initially, because he's got such a distinct voice, initially I'm watching Ryan Reynolds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere along the way, I get lost in what he's doing. and forget, and I'm just good with the character, right? Now, if I think about it again, I'll go back to, oh yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds, right? But he does such a wonderful job with making his performance so vibrant that you tend to get really comfortable with it, and you get lost in the movie, right? And while he's got the same shtick, he's so good at it that you can just get lost and be happy and be comfortable and enjoy it.
Oh, no one else could have been Deadpool besides Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he is Deadpool.
Okay, so like I agree that he embodies Deadpool pretty well, but like I guess he and some other actors, I kind of feel like I see enough of them to where they just kind of have a bland taste to me. Like they're good, but like they don't really do anything special anymore. There's no standout performances. It's all pretty much the same after a while. Like it's all fine, but I feel like there's not any like different ones. Like there's some actors you can go, wow, when they were in this film, they were like this. When they're in this film, they're able to perform like this. And with like him and like The Rock or something, it just kind of gets like the same all the time. That's how I feel.
Bruce Willis is that same type of actor to me. Like every film I ever see Bruce Willis in, he's the same generic character.
But you know, one guy who could change characters like a change of clothes, Sean Connery.
You know,
I haven't seen him in that much stuff.
I was gonna say I haven't seen him in enough stuff to make a judgment call on that. I wasn't a huge
Okay, here are 4 movies that will prove it: The Hunt for Red October, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, pick a Bond flick, and then I think it was called The Rising Sun. It was him and Wesley Snipes trying to solve a murder, or The Untouchables. He's a different character in every single one. I mean, you can tell it's Sean Connery, but you could definitely tell.
I've only seen 2 out of the 5 things you mentioned.
I mean, so I guess like a comparison I'll use is like Nicolas Cage, where like he has a base cageism, but in each film he's in, he brings out a different side or ones you've never seen before. And in his most recent ones, like Pig and Willy's Wonderland, it's like a much more restrained version of him, and it's different. It feels very different than his normal cageisms, but familiar in a way. And it's like that. I like that. As for like Ryan Reynolds, I feel like he's always very fourth wall-y, even if he's not. And like it just feels like that most of the time. Like every joke is like a wink to the audience, and it's just kind of like that all the time. I don't know if he ever I never get into what he's doing. He's just I don't know.
I got one person who's even better than that. The Harry Potter movies, Malfoy's father. I can never remember his name for the life of me.
I know who you're talking about, though. Yeah,
that guy. He's a different character in every movie. Watch him in Sweet November, and then he plays a badass.
Yeah, I think I've only seen him in 3 movies, but they're so distinct. Yeah, I can't connect them very well, I think.
Or Black Hawk Down, he plays that hard-ass army captain and plays it to a T.
Yeah, that's a good example where, like, I know that he's in these movies, but I can't picture him as each of them, you know? Like, I can't see him as an actor as all of them. It's like they're that different, I guess.
Or here's another one that most people don't think of, Tom Hanks.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess he plays different ones, but I don't know if they stand out every time. Like,
yeah. Sorry about the in the background. My son's getting ready to go to bed, and he's not happy.
No, you're good. If I mute or I don't respond, it's because I have a customer.
No, I totally understand. You're working at Subway. I used to work at a fast food competitor with Subway back in California.
Back in my day, I flipped burgers on a grill, and we had a whole window in the drive-thru. That was me when cars were invented.
Old. Because it's been over 20 years since I did it.
I was there when they opened McDonald's. McDonald's was back then. They shortened it.
I'm not quite that old.
It was called Mickety Diggity Daddy Donald's, and then I said they should shorten. That's too long.
Oh, that's great. Oh, let's see the other thing. Oh, did you hear that Firefly is going to be can't talk right now. Be remade by Disney Plus.
What's Firefly?
Oh, rookie, please tell me you're kidding.
Is that like Stargate or something? Kind of weird, but different. I don't know.
Rookie, you're killing me. You're killing me, son. You're just killing me. That's on your list to go watch. Firefly has Nathan Fillion, Adam Baldwin, and Alan Tudyk. And I'm by myself. Everybody's muted. Well, that's life on live streams, ladies and gentlemen. People have lives. If you can't tell, my son's in the background. He's losing his mind. But if y'all haven't heard, Firefly. To me, it's one of the greatest sci-fi shows ever made, and they threw it away. Fox, why did you do it? Sci-fi turned it into gold, and now Disney is trying to remake it, and it's bad. It's really bad. It's horror bad. But as soon as Mary and Rookie come back, we will ask them about it. Now, some other fun stuff that is going on in my life besides my son losing his little mind because it's bedtime. Little wolves have to go to bed at some point. Oh, my poor little guy. He is losing his mind. But I'm going to share this out because I want to make sure other people know about this. A sec. Oh, I know it's wrong. Oh, poor little baby. Oh, poor little man. All right, everybody. I have to go check on my little boy. I will be back momentarily. Well, sorry, everybody. My little boy was just having lots and lots of poor little problems on his little tushy.
Aw, poor baby.
Well, the little guy has an allergy to palm oil, and apparently a little kid at one of his groups fed him some, and ooh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's why he was screaming in the background, because he had a dirty diaper. Mommy was changing his diaper, and the rashes on his poor little butt. So,
Poor guy. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Aww.
So I had to run off.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's all right, Rookie. I was just explaining to Mary that my poor little guy's got a rash right now and had a diaper, and he was screaming bloody murder, so I went to go help Mama.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we're back, Mary.
Yes.
Firefly, Disney, your thoughts? Because Rookie literally just sat there and told me, what's Firefly?
Oh no, Brooke, you haven't seen that?
That just made me think of the pacifier when the little Girl Scouts or the boys are like, Firefly, so you squish him or something. Or, what glows in the dark till you squish him? Firefly. That's all I could think of. I don't know.
Okay, so the best way to describe Firefly is like Space Cowboys. Okay. It's just a really wonderful show that didn't get enough love, honestly. It got canceled. Oh, wifey poo.
Wifey poo.
Sorry,
And
baby wants to say hi.
Aw. It's just a really wonderful show that got canceled way too early.
but it did get a swan song with the movie.
Yeah, well, they at least gave us Serenity, which is the name of the ship, but also the name of the.
I've seen Serenity.
Okay,
Yeah, Firefly is the show. It's the movie.
Watch the first season,
Oh,
or watch that
okay.
season of Firefly because there's a lot that builds up to it.
Why do they have two completely different names?
Well, it's okay.
The show than the movie.
Yeah, the movie is just the name of the movie is Serenity, but it's the sort of ending to Firefly the series. But it's a really wonderful series. So Alan Tudyk, you know who Alan Tudyk is, right?
That doesn't ring a bell immediately, but
Dodgeball.
Who?
Dodgeball. You ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
Yes, I have.
He's the pirate.
There's
okay, I gotcha.
There's a lot of really Nathan Fillion is in it. So I mean everybody knows who Nathan Fillion is. Do you know who Morena Baccarin is? She's the girlfriend in Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
She's in it.
Gina Torres. I'm trying to think.
Okay, that's quite a cast already. All right.
Yeah, it's got a great cast, and a lot of this was before these people's careers really took off. Nathan Fillion already had a bit of a career.
Yeah, Summer Glau was in the movie, I think.
Just kind of one of those things where he was like, I can do this.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful series. And thankfully Serenity exists. Otherwise there'd be like no closure for fans, but it's such like, it's like an underground thing. Everybody really loves it. And I don't want to like ruin anything about it because you really should experience the show for yourself. But the show itself is just a fun ride. Okay. It's a really fun ride. I just found out today that Disney was going to remake it. I'm not watching that shit. There is no way in Hades that you are going to drag me to watch Disney's woke remake of Firefly when Firefly was already progressive of its own right. It had an interracial couple.
It was diverse. I mean, you had people from all walks of life who were good guys, bad guys.
Its portrayal of sex workers was progressive. Not that it's a lewd show. It's not. But it was just it treated people like people, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Which studio under Disney will be making it? Because they have like, Fox and
they just said Disney Plus, so I'm guessing Disney Plus is going to do it directly.
It's going to be another series, and I don't have any interest, and I can't imagine that Firefly fans wanted the series to continue. They don't want a reboot.
Or a lot of people were like, hey, at least do another show in the universe. Doesn't even have to be the same crew. Doesn't have to be the same ship. Just give us a good show and crew, because a lot of the people in the show have either aged out or Ron Glass is dead.
Yeah, it's honestly the characters were really, really wonderful. Nathan Fillion was Malcolm. He was the captain of the ship, and then
you can definitely tell he was influenced by Han Solo, but he made it his own. And one of his best lines, I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
He's so much fun. Well, and nobody could do it quite like Nathan Fillion, honestly.
I mean, the man is in a floral dress with a bonnet to hunt down outlaws and says that line. It was like, it's
so hammy.
Beautiful.
It's so hammy. Kaylee, I loved Kaylee. She was like the engineer on the ship. She was a spunky little kid. I don't remember the actress's name that played her.
Jewel Staith.
What was it?
Jewel Staith.
Okay.
I loved about Kaylee, she reminded me a lot of Goku, where she'd be totally happy-go-lucky, something would happen, and she just turned like stone cold, like
simple-minded, but then serious in a fight kind of a thing.
No, it was one of those things like, she'd be happy-go-lucky, say something about her ship, and it's like, What did you just say about
Yeah,
my
it's her baby. It's her baby. It's such a good series. Rookie, I seriously recommend it to you. Like, highly recommend it.
Anybody who I come across with it.
I'll probably check that out. First, I got to knock Breaking Bad off my list. Angus has been hounding me on that one forever. And Cobra Kai, I watched season 1 and part of season 2 of Cobra Kai, and I should probably finish the rest of it before the next one comes out.
Yeah,
because the best character returns, apparently. Terry Silver.
And guess what just dropped and just didn't even have like a big, celebration about it. The new season of Expanse just dropped.
I've never seen the Expanse show. I know people like it. I've heard of it.
It's the last season. Mary, if you really love sci-fi stuff that's actually like really, really like the physics in the Expanse are like people from like NASA have said, oh my God, the physics are so real.
See, I'm hit and miss with sci-fi. I'm very hit and miss with sci-fi. I wouldn't call myself a sci-fi fan because
I'm a sci-fi fan, even though there are certain series I still have not seen, like Farscape. Yes, I know.
It's too broad a genre to just say it's all good or all bad. It's like, there's a lot of hokey stuff and a lot of stuff, and some good moments here. I think there's more often, or there's less often, great moments that are like, wow, stand out. Others are schlocky, I guess.
That's just like Stargate SG-1. I still have to this day, I've never seen it all the way through. It's because the first season just drags.
The whole series gets kind of repetitive. There's like really not that much development. There's some developments here and there that are like, oh, that's neat. But it's like, if you could just condense this to like 5 seasons. That's why I like Stargate Atlantis, because it's only a few seasons long and it kind of stops when it needs to. And it's like, okay, you don't outlive your stay,
From Firefly ended up on Atlantis.
Who?
A lot of the people from Firefly ended up on.
Like the cast.
Yeah, like Jewel Staite, she ended up on Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch that series. I just
that's where I knew Jason Momoa before he became big time.
Well, I knew him from Baywatch Hawaii, so.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was on the spin-off series Baywatch Hawaii. He's one of the lifeguards.
That makes sense. He looks like he could be Hawaiian, Samoan, whatever you want him to be, pretty much.
Like 18, 19 years old. I mean, he was freaking young, and he was completely clean, short hair like mine. I mean,
was that pre-jacked, like before he got jacked?
Yeah, but he was still tall, and he was still a big dude, but he wasn't like ripped.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that.
yeah, I don't think you want to see a skinny Momoa. Hi guys, hi.
Oh no, he still had a pretty deep voice. He was, he wasn't like a skinny dorky dude. He was still a big guy.
For some reason, I want to imagine him as like an Urkel before he became the Moa we know today.
Oh God,
that would be hilarious.
Hi guys, I can beat you up. It's like no, you silly kid. That'd be funny.
Speaking of Moa, since that's our topic we can nail down, what do you guys think of Aquaman 2? Yes, no, Pat.
No,
did it come out already or something? Like what?
Look, here's my firm stance on any of the stuff that we watch that like they've gone excuse me and we have like we said, okay, so no way I'm not paying for this shit. I'm not supporting this shit. There is no way I will put another $1 in the pocket of these asshats until they get their shit straight. Now, I'll actually send you both a link. I probably shouldn't be saying this live. I'll send you both the link. I'll send you somewhere where I tend to go to kind of observe what's going on so that I can still stay in touch and be able to kind of keep up with what's happening. But I will not put another $1 in the pocket of people like Amber Heard. She's an abuser, and she's a flamboyant abuser, and she thinks that she can get away with it. Who's going to believe you, Johnny Depp? Who's going to believe you? Well, I believe Johnny Depp.
I believe Johnny.
Yep, I have all the faith in the world of Johnny Depp. The thing
is, it's like up until Amber Heard started a ballet of bullcrap with him, he was always classified as, this guy is one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, everybody loved him. Even his exes all said he was just a teddy bear, you know?
like, they didn't leave him because he's abused. They left him because their just personalities didn't mesh.
Yeah, I mean, that tends to be, see, I tend to take marriage a bit more seriously than that. I don't think that you should get divorced just because you couldn't sort some shit out. I think you sit your asses down and you talk it over, right?
Hey, that's why I'm married after 20 years.
Right. Like you sit your ass down and you work this shit out, right? Like people, the person that you love most is going to be the person who's going to drive you the craziest. That's all there is to that.
Hold on, Mary, hold on 1 second.
Oh.
Babe.
Gonna get his wife. Oh no.
Oh God. I didn't come on here to lecture your wife, Jeff.
No. I want you to say exactly what you just said and watch her reaction. You'll love it.
Oh my. Am I about to be validated or yelled at?
You're gonna die.
That's a surprise.
Guarantee it. Mary, let's just say this, Mary. I am no angel. I've done stupid shit in our marriage.
We all mess up, right? That's what grace is
and
for.
This woman has forgiven me, and I am forever grateful. All right, Mary, come here a sec.
What have I done now?
I'm so sorry, Jeff's wife. I didn't know this was going to spur this.
Hi.
All right, Mary, say what you said about marriage about a minute ago.
All I said was that the person that you love most is going to be the one that drives you the craziest.
Amen. Out in the world about that.
That's what makes it stronger in a way.
That's my wife of almost 20 years. 20 years in April.
Yeah, they're going to be the person. It's going to be the person that is going to find, because they'll know how to push your buttons, right? And they'll do it either inadvertently or very much on purpose.
Very much on purpose.
And you learn the successful marriages are the ones that learn how to take that in stride, right?
Well, the thing is, I think it really helped us. We're both military and we're both used to giving a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes naturally to both of us because she was a sailor, I was a Marine.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh my gosh. How much shit did you give her for being in the Navy?
Babe, how much shit have I given you?
He tries, but I just remind him, guess who signed his paychecks?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, make fun of the United States military between the two of us. It'll be a foot race to who gets on your shit first.
How many crayons did you eat?
I don't like the baby's crayons.
Well, the purple ones were okay, but a little
I knew it was going to be shit like that. Great flavor. This is just a thing military people do, Rook. You give each other shit for the different branches. It's all in good fun.
Of course.
Navy game. I gave my cousin shit because he's like, go Army. And I was like, yeah, that just sucks. There's no Marine team. It's like, that's too complicated for you. It's like, no, it's more like we break all you people because you all can't handle Marines.
Oh, well, there's no question. Marines are like the pinnacle of that physical, like that's the peak of that physical mountain that people strive for. But also,
well, Mary, it's not even the physical mountain, it's the mentality.
I always used to make fun of the Marines whenever we wound up in the same room with them. I'd be like, why are all the pretty ones so stupid? And so it's just a ton of fun.
Mary, here's a great joke. It's a boot camp joke, of course. It's a boot joke, which God, it's been over 20 years since I went to boot camp. How terrifying is that?
I mean, I was just a spouse, so
Mary, here's a boot camp. I was lined up online. A guy had screwed up, pissed off our second hat. And so our second hat just was yelling. I was like, okay, last name, ass, first name. And I literally stand there, Michael, sir. And we're all like, oh my. I mean, we're standing there bearing and all that. But in the back of our heads, we're all screaming, oh my God, how can he be this stupid? And he does it over and over and over again.
I was always convinced
that the drill sergeant was just getting more and more pissed off. You can see him getting red, like last name, ass, first name. Michael, sir. It's like, oh my God. On the 7th time when the drill instructor said it, I finally stepped forward, which, is basically death. But I stepped forward and belted out, Jack, sir. He turned around, looked right at me, and was like, get on the quarterdeck. Aye, sir. Basically, getting on the quarterdeck, that means you're about to get PT'd until your eyes bleed.
I was always convinced that the reason, because there are a million examples of privates who just can't figure out what the hell their drill sergeant wants. But I was always convinced that it had a lot to do, because my sister wasn't a stupid person. She was in the military too. And she was very highly intelligent. She's a nurse now. She's like a nurse practitioner, like the highest nurse that you can get. Like she's like way up there. She's like, she could very well do the job of a lot of doctors.
Yeah. A lot of nurse practitioners could be doctors. They just choose not to be.
Super bright, super intelligent, but she acted like a jackass in boot camp because of sleep deprivation. And so she would just not catch on to basic stuff because she was tired and frantic. And so when you run on that much, how you get along is so much off of just adrenaline and how much you're just being screamed at all the time and you're just being spurred forward. I'm convinced that eventually that catches up to you and you just can't figure it out.
No, the only time I ever pulled that stunt was probably the Crucible, but we're talking, it was day 2 of nothing but humping with a ruck and the rifle. On day 2, I think I've slept 2.5 hours in about 38, and that's when my brain started to fry.
Yeah, I wasn't in boot camp, but I heard horror stories that they would run on 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night for extended periods of time.
Yep.
Oh, here's a fun story. So I actually wasn't supposed to be on fire watch that night, but my rack mate, oh my God, for 3 hours he did nothing but try to hack up his lungs. I couldn't go to sleep.
Oh.
And then it was his turn for fire watch. He could barely move. I literally jumped out of my rack, so I was on top. I'm like, I literally just stopped, like, bro, go to sleep. You are in no position to get on fire watch right now. Go to bed. So I took his fire watch. Well, when you're on fire watch at night, you're all supposed to be cleaning the head, mopping the floors, all that stuff. Well, I took a 1 a.m. shift to 2 a.m. Well, Daddy, aka the senior drill instructor, came in, inspected his head. He was not happy.
Oh no!
I got fire watch for a week.
Oh no!
At 1 a.m. Oh, I was like, God damn it! The one time I tried to do something nice with someone sick, and I got fucked. And he came up 2 days later after his field. I was like, dude, I feel so bad. And I'm like, it's whatever, man.
Jeff, I hate to cut and run, but I do have people waiting on me.
Oh, it's all right. Go on ahead, Mary.
So
thank you for showing up. It means a lot.
Of course. No, look, this community still means the world to me, and you're a big part of that.
Well, I try.
So.
But Mary, when it's a Sunday or Monday, or by some miracle I have somewhere in the middle of the week off, I'll have to get together on one of your live streams and have some more fun.
For sure, man. Absolutely. Rook, oh my love, man. I'm so sorry I was such an utter failure. I did send you my P.O. box. I hope it's not too late. But if it is,
no, you're good. I'm sending them out this week, just in time.
Okay. Love, guys. I'll see you later.
See you, Mary.
See you later, Mary.
Bye.
Let's see if anybody else is gonna show up here.
All right, not sure. Yeah, I'm surprised it's been this slow tonight that I'm actually on this long. So
yeah,
I'll try to hang out as much as I can. If I mute and don't respond, then I'm helping a customer, but I'll try to come back regardless.
Yeah, I know. I get it, Rook. Yeah, I worked fast food once upon a time myself.
Yep. Right now I'm literally pulling bread for tomorrow morning, and then all I gotta do is gather some dishes, clean up the lobby. That's pretty much it for the night, so nothing too busy.
Yeah, I used to work the night shift. Like I said, I've worked at Togo's of Los Gatos, where it was basically a Subway. We just served different sandwiches, and I worked the night shift. I'd come on from high school, finish practice or whatever, and just go straight to the sandwich shop, and I'd serve sandwiches all night. Half the time I was on dish duty, which I really hated. Then sometimes I get stuck up front where I had to clean up the entire, sweep, mop, and vacuum the entire front and all that fun stuff. So you know how it is.
Oh yeah, big fun.
Always fun, always. So,
was there other stuff that you wanted to chit chat about? Was on your mind?
Yeah.
For you lately?
Honestly, I'm just trying to think of other things. It's been a long week, 60 hours. So my brain kind of fried.
Damn.
Well, this is my normal day, rookie. I get up at about 7:45. I get around, get dressed. If I get a shower, I get a shower. Pack my lunch, make sure I got all my stuff. And it's a 45-minute drive to work. Get into work, check in, see if they have my load ready. Most 90% of the time they don't. So I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs at work, waiting for a load.
Ugh.
And I finally
45-minute drive to work. Oh my god.
Then
you got to be on the road even longer.
Well, rookie, then I do get my load, and it's like the last month, my assigned truck for my route has been stuck in Wisconsin.
Oh, fun.
Because on a day off, a guy came in from Wisconsin. His truck broke down, so they gave him mine as a loaner to go back home. So now I'm out my truck, and now I have to play hopscotch between 30 different trucks trying to get a load down every day. So it's like I have to wait for my load, then I have to get a truck. Then I finally do get a truck. I have to get it started, checked. Then I have to make sure it's fueled. Then I have to go find a dolly to hook up, usually 2 small trailers, hook those trailers. So by the time I get out, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning when I'm supposed to be out by no later than 9:30.
Wow.
Then 5-hour trip to Nashville. Usually going to the yard, so I have to go to the south side of Nashville. Go in there, drop my set, pull around, check in with line haul, get a load, probably have to hook the load, which is another half hour, then turn around and drive 5 hours back home.
Damn.
It's minimum. If I have to go to Smyrna, which is on the south side of Nashville, like if you look up Smyrna Regional Airport, literally right next door is the yard I go to. It's a 12-hour day minimum. 12. 604 miles round trip.
I don't think I'd be able to do that, man.
Yeah, normally I would say no, but for $1,700 a week, I say yes.
Well, that's a good trade-off then.
Yeah, and look, that's after taxes, not before.
That's a pretty sweet deal then. How much does that equate per hour, essentially?
Yeah, it's like $20, $30 an hour that I make, and that's just the starting pay. That's not even my high tier pay.
That is impressive.
That's why he does it.
So I'm putting bread away in the retarder, so I'm a little noisy.
That's all right, rookie. Do what you got to do to clean up. If we keep going long enough, Lethal Lightning said he might show up.
Hell yeah.
So he's running a little late, but like his Mondays, because he's all the way down under, so he's a day ahead of us. He said he runs around like a chicken with his head cut off. Like this is midday for him right now.
Yep. You can hear our online order alarm. That means there's somebody making an order. Isn't that pleasant?
Subway. Doesn't that make you feel a little nostalgic, babe?
God, you can have that.
My wife worked at Subway for a couple of weeks when we lived on Camp Pendleton. She's like, that was not for her.
Oh yeah, sandwich buddies.
The job wasn't the problem. The coworkers and the customers were the problem.
You're on Camp Pendleton. What do you expect?
It wasn't.
Yep. So I gotta take care of these couple orders real quick, and I'll be right back.
After these messages, you'll be right back.
Yeah. So like 5 minutes or something.
Yep. Go do your work, rookie.
Yep.
All right. Well.
So I guess several of your people didn't show.
Yeah, a couple.
Is that because you did it earlier?
I don't know. Just have one of those things. Oh, if I could send Jesse a message. Yes. Send Jeff a message.
I thought they'd be on.
Yeah, man. Sorry, everybody, to whoever's watching. Life. Oh, man. The life and challenge of keeping a live stream going, and you're trying to think of what to do.
No idea.
Yep. All right.
Okay, here's an unopened bottle of Cyclo if Derek comes for it.
All right. Well, everybody. Oh, hey, we got some people who came into the chat. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to little old me on the interwebs. Looks like a lost rookie. And that's life. All right, people. I think I've got to call this a night. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. I'll probably try to do this a little more often. Hopefully do something a little more set up. But as I've said, I work 60 damn hours a week. So trying to do this is a damn pain sometimes. But anyways, I'm Jeff. Thanks to Mary. Thanks to Rookie for coming out. I'm sorry we couldn't get more people on. Hopefully I'll do this not quite so ad hoc next time. I'm Jeff. We'll keep it real. And hopefully I'll have some videos when I see some news tomorrow. And I'll get to rant about some funny shit. Catch you next time.
Show me the omeprazole.